Hi, I'm Megan Reese, and I am a collaborative lawyer in Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
I am Kate Morneau. I'm also a collaborative lawyer, and I'm in Nashua.
And we were going to talk a little bit about the difference between collaborative law and mediation. It's a question I know that I get a lot when clients call and want to talk about their options. So a large part of my practice is actually as a mediator. So I will work with couples, sometimes with no lawyers, but frequently they will each have an attorney. And I will then come in as a neutral to try and help them settle the case. But that experience is very different than what happens in collaborative law. Oftentimes when I'm the mediator on a case with counsel, the parties will not even be in the same room. So counsel in one party will be in one room, counsel in the other party will be in the other room. And I kind of go back and forth with offers and counter offers and proposals and rejections to try and reach settlement. And what I find is that very often it's a highly contentious atmosphere. It's very much about trying to get the best for their client, but not necessarily thinking about how that might impact the other side. It is not infrequent that I might be in with party one, talking to them and their lawyer will say, well, this is what we would do, but I don't want you to tell them that right now. I want to see if we can get better. So there really is a lot of kind of keeping things to the chest because these two parties may end up in front of a judge and they don't want to share their strategy or their thoughts or what their bottom line might actually be. And a lot of times that can make the process really difficult to come up with what actually would be the best solution for the family.
So on the alternative, there's the collaborative process, which is completely outside of the court involvement. So there's no threat to go to court if something doesn't work out. I think that's really, really important. The people who are in the collaborative process are committed to it. The two attorneys, the coaches, the financial neutrals, all have been through a really extensive training and commit to ongoing training. And so when they're coming to the table, they don't have that fear of this is my side, this is your side, and we're going to have to battle this out in court potentially. They've all committed to the collaborative process. And so you can feel free to come up with, throw something out there, throw what you really want. You know, if your goal is to really keep the marital home, for example, you could say that right up front. Say, I'd really love to stay in this house. It's not going to hurt you in any way. We're going to talk through if that's an option. So again, in mediation, I think that I've seen my clients be afraid to want to share really what they want because it's going to be used against them later on. And that's not productive. And so collaborative takes that fear right out of it.
That's so true, Kate. And I think when we talk about the players in between those two, when you talk about the commitment that lawyers have to that collaborative process, very often who you pick as your lawyer can influence whether or not a case is really going to settle. Some attorneys will come to mediation just as kind of a check the box. We did it without a real intent to get there. There are lots of attorneys out there who are very mediation minded, but again, what might be missing from the process is those professionals that if we had a coach, if we had a financial neutral, that maybe we wouldn't get as stuck. And so having those other professionals there to help move the case forward is crucial in a lot of cases.
Absolutely. And I think that some lawyers don't want to even go to mediation because they might reveal what they want to ask for in court and they'll lose their edge. You know, they want a surprise at court, which, you know, again, is fine for some cases. But if anyone has the ability to look into other alternatives, it certainly would be worth your while to at least see if this might be a good fit for your case, because it doesn't have to feel like that. It doesn't have to be this side versus that side. And again, you might feel like that's not an option for you right now, but it's worth talking to a collaborative professional to see maybe it is. We've seen really high conflict cases go through collaborative successfully. So don't give up hope. If that's something that intrigues you and something that you think you would like to see happen, at least have that meeting with the collaborative attorney to see if your case would be a good fit.
And there's a lot of information out there, Kate. You and I both have information on our firm websites. The Collaborative Law Alliance of New Hampshire has tons of resources, a roadmap that explains the process. There's also a list of professionals. And so any of the collaborative lawyers out there would be happy to talk with you about the process and how it might fit for you and your family personally.